embrace that you like to be wedgied.
I do like the way he cups my ball. I mean, no!
Well, I mean, you ain't got to get into detail, okay?
No, go into more detail. I mean, I'm sure
Mm.
anybody watching this stream on YouTube wants to know.
Please describe to them the exact size and dangle of the cuppage.
Well, it's like right over each nut.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the angle of the dangle.
The angle is
One's
roughly 67 degree. Not quite 69, that's too far.
for reference.
It's usually the
one's
magic
larger?
number.
Everybody's got a larger one. Which one's larger?
Oh, clearly the left one.
Always the left one.
The right one has to be the right size.
Which is?
The right size.
I see. Proportionally, or just the right size?
The right size.
Hagen.
Hmm.
The right size.
Ah, gotcha. Ooh.
By the way, just so everyone knows, I've moved my drink far away this time.
I'm proud of you.
Not gonna spill it on your power strip again.
Not this time.
If you spill it again, we're going to have to get you like a sippy cup or something.
Honestly. We can get you one of those anti-spill ones that can't be knocked over.
You got my power, Keegan.
We'll get you the ones that rotate in the like little sphere and can't be spilled unless you intentionally try to spill it.
Somehow, some way, the sphere would just stop working and I'd still spill it everywhere.
Intentionally.
Just remember, as much as Pooh missed Piglet, he really did enjoy that bacon sandwich.
It's accurate. It's pretty tasty.
I ain't out here trying to eat a fucking pig, so.
I've got like
let's see what you roll.
3/4 of a pound of bacon to eat.
That is an unfortunate gear shift right there. All right. Oh, actually.
Pump up the jams. Pump them up.
What level is everyone right now?
12.
12.
7.
12.
Which is why I asked the question, because I felt something was amiss.
You're right.
And I don't know where we possibly would have missed it.
On the left?
Possible.
Hang on. Let me first very quickly double check.
Now, mind you, I'm going off of Reddit information. That's why I also wanted to re-verify.
By the time the adventure runs its course, characters should be level 15 or close to it. You know, I feel like they didn't mention a level up somewhere. Oh well. It said close to it. I have an idea where I want to slip one in, so.
So I assumed we were going to level up.
To answer your question,
after
14 will be.
Okay, that does change things for me.
So we're supposed to be level 14?
No.
No.
getting my hopes up and shit. What's wrong with you?
I just knew we were supposed to be 15 when we finished the adventure, and we are level 12 now. So I feel like we were missing a level somewhere. It was more where I was messaging Cooter.
I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure I've given all of you a level after each episode.
That's what I thought. That's where I just got really confused. I'm like, where the fuck? What? How the fuck does this? Like, does this fucking section level us up twice? Or? But yeah, so I just didn't know.
I know from a lot of other RPGs that I've read their adventures for, not all of them are from strictly finishing a chapter. Some are like circumstance based, or if this gets completed over all of these episodes, then you get that. So it could have just been.
Strahd has a lot of that.
Yeah.
So it could have been something that we didn't end up actually doing, or that we haven't completed yet, or that.
It had to
Yeah.
have been during Horde of the Dragon Queen. That's because there's nothing on Tiamat that I've seen any other extra level up.
Like, there's no way for me to know and verify without looking at it, and I don't want to look at it. So
Pretty much what I was on.
once
But
we reach
for
a
my
certain point-
planning of
Well, I did plan on having you guys 14 at the end,
yeah,
but
that works for me.
I whatever.
I was just trying to plan my spells because you know a little bit of Plan J, but I still have, plans A through H that I'm trying to figure out. All the finer points of.
So I'm assuming you do realize there's a letter after H before J.
yeah, that one's
I
figured
do
out. Don't worry
know
about it.
that. I do know that, but did I, we're
Yeah,
just gonna
nobody
run.
uses I because that's just confusing.
Looks too much like one. Can't have plan one in there, It's just weird.
And if he says plan I, then you think he's talking about himself. It could be about someone else.
Exactly.
It's just so confusing.
Yeah, so it's
Magic's
plans
not
A
dumb,
through
it's
H and
here for
then
a
J.
So, it was very bedtime last time we left off, I believe.
Yes.
And I think a
Bagpipes
great way
on
to start off this particular session is everyone except Bray roll a wisdom saving throw. With disadvantage.
I have to log in.
Except Ragnar. Ragnar will just have a normal roll with no advantage or disadvantage. Yeah.
Hey, whoops. What the fuck, mate? You want to do it there?
Oh, and actually, now that I think about it, I think you're also good, Bastion.
Alright.
You don't have to worry about it.
I assume this was sleep based then.
Yes, it is sleep based.
Makes
Oh
sense.
my
Damn.
god!
Damn, son!
Nice.
Well then. Guess how you're gonna be rolling the rest of the session.
I straight dog doo-doo, but I'm okay with it.
Don't be a rip. Going out. Toot toot on the horns. Sweet sack horn.
All right then. So, during the middle of the night, while everyone is passed out and asleep, and if I'm not mistaken, was it someone asleep in the bathroom?
Ragnar,
Oh,
she's just
yeah, that's right.
sleeping
Floating.
in the tub. Yeah.
Yes, Bastion's in there on watch duty.
So Urdusk and Ragna, in particular, Ragna will come to find herself floating into like this very deep abyss, and as Ragna seemingly seems to gain some consciousness, she begins to kind of look around and realize that she can't quite move, and as she's struggling, almost as if the environment around her begins to form each time she struggles, she notices that she's actually chained up. And looking in front of Ragna, there is what appears to be a red wizard walking towards Ragna from the kind of black abyss. And as the red wizard walks closer to Ragna, a room begins to form around her. And essentially, it's just lined with cobblestone with a small torch hanging off on one of the side of the rooms, lighting up the small dungeon. The chains that wrap Ragna up almost appear to be alive, almost as if there's some kind of tentacles holding her bound. Now, let's see. The red wizard will walk up to you, Ragna, and he will go, "We have further questions for you."
I hope I'm still fucking drunk, because if one of you cunts actually did this, I'm gonna kill the lot of you.
Um, for you, Urisk, you will find yourself laying heavy on the bed, and when it feels like you wake up and you go to move, your bed is turned into a stone slab, and those same chains wrap around you. And just as it happened to Ragna, a room forms around you as well, where you are asked the same question. We have further statement. We have further questions for you. So, both of you are going to get asked basically the same questions. Try as you might. Breaking out will probably prove to be very difficult, but if you want to give it a go, strength for you, Ragna, and well, it'd be strength for you too, Ursk, if you want to attempt to break from your restraints.
Oh, he's not going to
Otherwise,
try to break out.
Okay, I was about to say, otherwise the questions will continue. Okay.
You could have just asked. You didn't need to go through all this.
So, let's see. As Ragna begins to move, it's almost as if the chains respond to her movement, and despite Ragna's incredible strength, they wrap around her arms and legs and proceed to snap them. And through pain, Ragna is very, very temporarily knocked unconscious, but Ragna will regain her focus with the pain still seething through her body.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill every single one of you.
So, with that, the red wizard will step closer to you and he will ask, "Why have you come to Thay?" And that's for both of you. You both are getting asked the same questions.
Because
I'm here to
Skeletor said
fuck
they
your
wanted to
mom.
talk to us.
Okay, so Ragna, what were you saying?
I'm here to fuck your mom.
All right, Ragna, give me a deception check. Urisk, what'd you say?
Because Skeletor said they wanted to talk to us.
Deception.
Hmm?
Deception.
That's not a lie, that's the truth. I came because What's-His-Face said they wanted to talk.
Eh? But the way you phrased it, it'll be a deception check.
Okay.
To be fair, you did say Skeletor.
I don't fucking know his name.
Also, nice job, Ragnar. And you too. Okay. He kind of nods, and the room begins to kind of expand further. As you notice, like where the ceiling of the dungeon part should be, you begin to realize it's somewhat transparent, and you see what appears to be 11 other figures just kind of standing over the proceedings. You can't tell who they are. You can't even tell who the good guy in front of you is, but once they're kind of revealed, the man in front of both of you will continue and ask, What do you know about Severin's plots?
Who?
And you, Urisk?
Who?
Okay. So, without continuing any further, he goes,
Snape.
and what do you know about Rathmodar?
Who?
I know he's one of your wizards.
Before he continues, he goes, any further information?
Hey, fuck your mom and your grandma, cunt.
No, I've just
Okay.
heard the name enough to recognize it. Doesn't happen often.
Persuasion for you, Urisk, and that'll still be a deception for Ragna. Okay. All right. Success. Okay. Now he will address Ragna in particular as he'll go, and you, where do you come from? What's your lot in all of this?
They asked me to fucking come. Why else?
And then he'll ask Urisk the same thing.
I make pretty lights.
Okay.
Snape. Snape. Severin. Snape.
So, all right. So he will further specify for both of you. What did you do before involving yourselves in the affairs of this conflict?
I don't see it as your fucking business, prick.
Wandered around for a while.
All right. Persuasion for you, Urisk. And you ain't go. Actually, deception again, Ragna. Okay. All right. So then he will continue and he will say, what is it Iseldra Yeth wants from you?
Who?
Urisk
You mean the Thady?
just looks to you and nods.
I don't know what she wants of us. She's talking about helping with the dealing with the cult.
Persuasion. And deception, Ragna.
I mean, it's really not deception. Ragnar can't remember anybody's fucking name.
I know. But for the purpose of the event. Okay.
I believe Ragna's answers are just not falling in the purview of the event.
All right. So he will then just kind of look up towards the ceiling where all the others are kind of staring down at you, and he will speak, but you do not hear the words he speaks, but his mouth is clearly moving. And then he looks back down to you both, and Ragna will effectively get completely chained up and dragged into the darkness. And he will walk over to Urisk. And as he gets close to you, he will say, "What do you plan on doing after you defeat Tiamat?"
Living a lot longer with my little brother.
Persuasion. And after you leave here, what do you plan to do?
Continue killing dragons.
Persuasion. Okay. And after your business day is concluded, what do you wish to do to tell the lords about this meeting?
I don't plan on telling anybody about this meeting.
Okay. He will just step back to you, and your bonds kind of begin to tighten around you a little further, and you will also get dragged into the darkness surrounding you. However, unlike Ragnar, the darkness kind of envelops you, and the pain kind of subsides, and you will eventually fall back into normal slumber. Ragna, however, effectively in her dream is going to be tortured the rest of the night. Not that Ragna would roll over quietly. I'm sure she'd still be casting down profanities at everything, but
No doubt.
that will be her night. As such, everyone else did not have to worry about it.
Am I aware a spell was cast on me while I was asleep? Since I
will
passed the check?
give you no, but since you made a nat 20, I will give you a chance.
Okay.
Odds or evens?
Odds.
All right. While you're asleep, you won't recognize it, but come the following morning, you'll realize that there was an attempt to cast a spell over you. But as of right now, you just kind of had a weird little dream, but it was nothing. Nothing
And
happened.
do I get a long rest?
Yes, you will get a long rest. The only person who won't get one is Ragnar. However, on top of that, Ragna, you are also going to take through this night of horror 10 psychic damage the following morning when you wake up. So the night will go and come and pass, and all of you will begin to kind of wake up. And I will say for you, because Bastion, weren't you in the room with Ragna? What?
Yes.
Okay. I will say you do not notice any like thrashing around or any hectic movement from last night. Ragna, by the time you kind of snap from your nightmare, the pool of water that you fell asleep in is now turned red with blood, but there's no physical wounds on you.
Okay. So would Ragna, even though it was a really bad one, this is something she's never really quite experienced, so would she have any gumption that this was some kind of magic fuckery going on?
I I would say even for Ragna, the whole pool turning red with blood and her not being wounded in the crazy nightmare, I wouldn't necessarily say she thought a spell was cast on her, but some fuckery is up. I think any normal person would be like, okay, what the fuck?
Yeah, she's gonna take a second to regain her composure, remembering why she's even in the pool to begin with, and just gonna start muttering curses under her voice. And she's just gonna hop out of the pool, get dressed, wring out her hair, and she's just gonna go storming out the fucking room without saying anything else. Someone's getting their ass whooped.
And of course, Passion, you see this.
Seems normal.
All right. So that's going down. Meanwhile, Urisk, you in particular, the nightmare subsided during your dream last night, but by the time you wake up in the morning, you're still you have some kind of cold sweats a little bit, but all in all, you're fine. Yi Yi will
What a
also be waking up.
beautiful morning.
He will also be waking up, but Yi Yi, of course, that's probably some of the best sleep he's had in a while, honestly. And Sabre is Sabre. She'll just go out of her meditation state and do whatever Sabre does. So we all know what Ragna's doing. While that's going down, what are the others who are waking up doing?
Well, Sabre will crack her neck and then head. She'll probably go. He thinks that she'll take a nice bath before more negotiations begin, and she's gonna get a lovely surprise when she sees a pool full of blood.
I was gonna essentially walk up to Sabre and go, "Mm, so am I like with my one and with the me knowing? Do I know it was specifically it was a spell cast on us, or do I find out it was like
You know
poison?
specifically it was a spell. Someone
That's-
attempted. So basically, when you wake up and you're feeling really good, you get up and then you kind of look over at Urisk, who looks like he basically saw a ghost, and you're sitting there, and in the back of your head, you're like, oh, fuck! Someone just tried to pull some shit on me. Someone attempted to cast a spell on you while you were
And
asleep.
then also, if I remember right, we tried to cast Charming and Sleep Magic on Bitchmere, so I'd be aware that elves are immune.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna walk up to Sabre. So
Morning.
somebody tried to cast some magic on us, and seeing as you weren't affected, Charm Magic would be my first guess.
A spell was cast last night.
It didn't affect me, but Urisk is in cold sweats. Urisk, buddy!
Yeah, that was not fun. They could have just fucking asked.
Give me some details.
So how much do I remember of the dream?
All of it.
Okay, then I'll relay. Woke up on some stone slab bolted down, and they were asking me these weird ass questions about what I did before and what I'm going to do after.
They interrogated you through dream?
I'm not entirely certain it was a dream. Felt like one, but we know how magic can be.
And what were they wanting to know?
Something about what the Thady wants us to do and what we know about Severin, whoever the fuck that is, and
He's the leader of the cult.
oh, that's who he is? And what we know
One
about
day.
Raph.
One day you'll remember that.
Probably long after he's
You're
dead.
gonna. I was about to say you're gonna be fighting him at the end, and you're just gonna be like beating the shit out of him. You're like, I don't. Who are you again?
No, Severin's gonna do the fucking Scarlet Witch. You took everything from me as the ritual's collapsing around him.
He's like, I
And
don't
Will,
even know
I
who you
don't
are.
even know who you are.
But,
Oh god.
yeah, so they asked some weird questions like that, and what I was doing before I started interfering with the whole cult business, and what I plan to do after, and what I plan to do after we left here, and what I was going to tell the people about the meetings here, and I'm like, I'm not fucking planning on telling anybody anything. That's Yi's job. Well, I didn't tell them the last bit.
Even giving their reputation, that's pretty brash even for them.
I will
Either
say,
they
if
really
they
hate
tried
us.
with me and they tried with you, they probably tried with Ragna. So she might
Yeah,
not be in a
so
good
we
mood.
hide in here. I'm not getting in between her and the next person she sees.
Where is she to begin with?
She was drunk in the bathroom. Bastion was watching her. If she got tortured last night, she's probably sprinting for the nearest person, who's probably a mage who will just cast hold person.
That is probably not good. We need to find her right now, and Spray will now duck into the bathroom.
To which, Bastion, did you do anything when Ragnar got up and got out?
Just put my pipes away and followed after.
Okay, so when you go into the room, it's empty, but you do see the pool of blood.
Okay, well, my first initial reaction is there any bodies in the pool?
No, there's no bodies. In fact, there's no extra bleeding anywhere, just a pool of blood.
Bastion, where is Ragna?
Bastion's not in there.
Oh, he followed after. Okay.
Bastion's with Ragna.
Okay, I thought he stayed.
So yeah, no, the room's completely empty.
Yee, do you have a take on what I'm seeing right now?
Well, if she was magically interrogated, I can only assume Ragna said many profanities, to which they didn't take a liking to, and she was probably dream tortured. And you know what? If you die in a dream, you die for real. So if you bleed in a dream, you bleed for real.
Oh, this is not going to end well. We need to locate her now.
This is not going to end well. We need to stay away from her.
I feel like you're both right.
Here's my thought process. She ends up captured. We'll just negotiate for her after she does whatever horrible thing she's about to do.
We need
Stopping her is not
a
an
better
option.
understanding of what exactly has happened. So before the entire castle gets completely wiped out, we should probably stop that from happening.
Or assist with that happening.
I would rather fight Tiamat than stand in between Ragna and punching somebody.
Okay, well, if she goes and kills everybody in the castle, they may assume that we're in her party to begin with regardless and attack us regardless. So,
You hear a knock on the bathroom door.
Yeah.
yes.
You hear Yelmecho, are you all well and ready?
Morning,
No,
Skeletor.
we're on. I'm sorry, Sir Palpatine. We have problems. Your whole magical torture thing didn't go over so well with Ragna.
He raises an eyebrow at that and he goes, what do you mean?
I don't know. I didn't experience it personally, but whatever spell you cast on us last night, Ragna's pissed and she just, I'm assuming, stormed off to go beat the shit out of somebody.
It is time for breakfast. When you are ready, follow me. And he'll just turn around and walk down the hall and wait for you guys there.
He just didn't. Okay, whatever. Fine. Let's go find Ragnar since he's not going to react.
Keep your guard up.
So if you guys walk out, he's at the end of the hallway where the stairway is, and he's just standing there waiting for all of you to walk over.
There's like no other direction to go, right?
You could go further down the hallway, but it's a dead end. So
Yeah, so like knowing that that's a dead end, I know Ragnar's not that direction, I'm assuming.
correct.
So yeah, I'll just walk past and be like, yep, gotta find Ragnar.
So you're gonna walk past him?
Like down the stairs, right?
Well, are you gonna follow him? Because he's gonna lead you all back towards the dining room.
I'll follow him for now just to see if Ragnar made her way that direction.
I'm gonna keep an ear out for the sounds of fists hitting people and other people screaming.
Just extreme violence.
Okay. So he's gonna lead you guys down to the dining room, and while he's walking, he'll go, So you seem to have lost one of your friends.
Yeah. She flew off in a rage.
I would not worry about her. She will be unharmed.
Yeah, but are you guys going to be unharmed?
Of course.
I can't help but notice that you're not acknowledging the claims that some sort of spell was cast over the night, some form of dream interrogation.
I know nothing of such spells being cast. It was not us who did it.
Then do you happen to know who would?
I have no knowledge of who would do such a thing. We are the only ones who know that you're in Fae currently.
Can I roll insight to see if I believe, see if I can tell if he's lying or not?
Go for it.
I'll do insane.
He was wearing red robes.
By the way, that's not 2 nat 20s, but it's damn close.
It is pretty close.
That's
I'm
2
gonna have to check to see if your dice is weighted. Alright, so I mean, he's definitely lying about something in that statement.
So, given the fact that you're lying to us, I'm not totally positive you're lying about you're the only ones who know we're here, but that seems more likely than that you guys aren't the one who cast the spell.
So he kind of walks to the end of the stairs where the hallway is towards the dining room, and he'll kind of stop and turn around and go, "All will be explained during breakfast. Now follow me."
Okay.
Is there
I'm gonna
bacon
be
or
honest,
tea?
There's tea for you.
I'm not even mad that you did it. I'm just trying to get the whole situation figured out.
Better be
will
good tea
walk
after that
towards-
interrogation.
He will walk towards the end of the hall and open up the door, and to which in the doorway you will see Bastion sitting at the table while there's a body of a white knocked down on the ground and Ragna beating on another one. And he will go, "Please have a seat."
There she is. Hi, Ragna.
Oh, there's that scrawny little fucker right there. I'm gonna just rush towards Imric or whatever the fuck his name is.
Okay, well, as was stated earlier, he is in fact going to cast Hold Person.
As the first thing I said, I'm like, yep, he's just gonna get restrained so fast.
Alright. So make me a save and throw. Wisdom, I believe, is what the Hold Person is.
All right.
Ooh. Fucking mint. So Ragna, so he attempts to cast Hold Person on Ragna to paralyze her. Ragna gets affected by it, but manages to basically rage her way through it, and she continues to march towards Ilmich. To which he then will begin to take a few steps back, uh, not in fear. Those of you who are watching this unfold, he just kind of begins to smile even wider than before. Hey, what's Ragnar gonna do when he gets to him?
Go smack him. Go to punch and then grab him by the throat and throw him up against the wall.
He does not really resist. Ragnar will manage to get up to him, do that, and the whole time Ragnar beats on him, he just kind of laughs. And when Ragnar throws over the wall, he coughs a little bit and he goes, "Yes, very good." And he stands up and dusts himself off. It spits out some blood.
What the fuck did you do to me last night, you little old fucker? What did you do?
Have a seat and I will explain.
I think you can say it right there. You're already having a fucking seat.
The two whites Ragnar were beating on kind of stands back up And he will begin to walk over towards the table and go, Tatiana Zeldra yet is not currently here. However, he says, walking towards the dining room table, in her place, I would be here to ensure your breakfast is most appetizing.
Ragna's is confused at this point. It's like, what the fuck do y'all want?
I think they want us to have breakfast. So let's eat.
Just kind of walks over and he will continue to stand behind you. And Ilmich will also take a seat. Is everyone else taking a seat? I know
Yeah.
Ragna's bewildered as fuck right now.
Yeah. I want to try this tea that he's talking about. Better be good tea
I'm
after
just gonna
what they
make a
put me
plate of
through.
food for me. And
Basically, yeah, so I assume Sabray's gonna sit there, or is she gonna keep standing?
She is trying to make sense out of all of this as well, but yeah, she'll sit down and see how things play out.
I'm just of the point of he keeps saying he's gonna explain it over breakfast, so might as well just sit down and eat.
Ragnar will eventually just huff and go, this better be fucking good. I'm gonna finish the job if it ain't.
Make a plate for me. Make a plate for Khan.
He will eat. Khan will eat. um, Also, I guess it goes without saying, Khan also was not affected by the spell. So,
I just assumed not, or that they didn't even try to target him.
mhm. So some servants, after everyone's had a seat, some servants will come out and also go around filling up drinks. And Elmich will take a few bites and then look over to all of you and go, So it is to my understanding you did not have a well rest.
Oh, I slept pretty great. You can cast a spell on me all you want, but my mind is an enigma.
All right, Edge Boy, chill.
I just wanted to quote Patrick from SpongeBob. The inner workings of my mind are an enigma.
Ah, yes, the edgiest of characters to pull from.
Yes, Patrick Star. He will just continue and go.
I've definitely had better night's sleeps.
I'm
Hey.
waiting.
I can say with confidence we are not the ones who cast the spell. There are others who must know of your presence in there.
And who would that be?
He takes a drink and he'll continue. What do you know of Fae?
As I already told you, Master, it's what I thought was a patriarchal magical society, but that's about all I know.
Is different, he says. There are certain orders within Fae, not just the Red Wizards, that vie for power constantly. The ones who most assuredly entered your dreams were perhaps of one of these groups. Or perhaps they were part of the dragon cult, wishing to see what you knew. But I assure you, it was nothing we did.
When you mentioned Wrath and Asperojust, and you happened to mention that something in regards of them being freedom fighters or revolutionaries?
Oh, like you mean when I talked about the revolutionize the cult, and then you have the standard cult?
No, I believe we had a discussion regarding Wrath, something about the fact that he was in opposition with them in some way.
The Dream Wizard was asking about him.
Oh, he's in opposition with the cult to an extent of he only wishes to use Tiamat to take over Thay for himself.
Tell me, Imric, what does Wrath mean? Wrath Modar mean to you?
A traitor.
Hmm.
A
So if he's
traitor
a
who will get what is coming to him.
if he's a
I
traitor,
believe he.
would there be a reward if we were to take care of him for you?
Do you mean kill him?
Well, kill him, but also damn his soul to hell. If that makes you feel any better. Specifically, the first circle of hell.
Well, that would be a most fitting fate for him. But if you could also bring him alive to us, that would benefit us greatly.
Then what would be the reward?
Our guaranteed assistance for the coming battle.
Mm, I was thinking more something more tangible, like gold.
Persuasion.
How dead set are you on the whole bringing him in alive thing?
If he were to perish, then no harm done. As long as he is eliminated, I suppose. But bringing him back alive, perhaps we could compensate you in another way. If gold is what you're after.
Now, can I speak candidly with you?
Go ahead.
If we were to bring him back alive, may we still have his soul?
Perhaps.
Because I kind of made a deal for it.
Ah.
I don't really need to obey the deal anymore because I've already circumvented it. But, to cover my bases, I kind of still want it.
In your head, Khan will ask, because he's also curious why you want his soul still.
I'm just gonna cut like, it's just kind of like a thing of fulfill the deal, but like don't make her do anything. Just make sure she's not pissy with me and tries to do anything later.
Khan approves. He will continue to go. As long as you let us have our way with him first, we will let you have his soul and whatever scraps remain.
Oh, then yeah, totally fine. Cool. I'll try my best to bring him
Sounds like
back
a plan.
alive then.
And if monetary gain is what you're after, Sabre, then we can come to an agreement.
Well, along with your assistance, 10,000.
With our assistance, 5,000.
7,500.
Persuasion. $6,500.
Deal.
Wonderful, he says with a giant smile, and then he'll look to Rag now and go, and what of you? Do you wish to still beat on things?
I want to beat the shit out of whoever fucking did it.
Perhaps it was Wrath. I would not be surprised.
Oh, hold on. I'll check on that. I need a wisdom saving throw from Rath Modar.
Okay. Hold on this thing.
I do this specifically to bug you.
Yeah. Oh. Whoops. I think I actually already had his thing up. I just fucking closed it out.
No.
There we go.
DC's a 25 these days.
That's a pretty high DC there, bro.
It's because I have his fucking book.
It's a pretty high DC there, bro.
If you scry while owning a person's possessions, it's a pretty high DC.
I don't know why his sheet was reset. You can't see the roll anyways. Awesome. Okay, you said 25?
25, sir.
Oof. Failed it by 1.
Alright, what's happening?
You cast the scry, correct?
Yep, so I can just see and hear, and there's an invisible orb 10 feet above his shoulder.
He is currently sitting in a room and he's on a desk. He appears to be writing on some parchments. Other than the sound of fire crackling, you don't hear anything else, and you can't quite make out exactly what he's writing.
Wrath is sitting at a desk writing a note. So I can't prove it was him, but I can't prove it was not him.
Would Ragna have any recognition of what the guy looked like who interrogated her?
The problem with that is since he's a red wizard and he was
They all look
very
the same.
heavily obscured, they all look the same to Ragna.
Fine. He can be the proxy then. We capture him, I get to beat him with an inch of his fucking life.
Alright, you beat him, then I'll heal him. Then we'll give him to the red wizards. They can torture him, and then I'll take his soul. Everybody wins. I'm gonna stop scrying on him.
The scry will disappear.
Now, as we discussed, along with the gold we negotiated, your full cooperation of Thay's as well when the final battle does come. Yes.
Oh, of course.
So out of curiosity, what does your help gonna comprise of?
Do you not know what the Wizards of Thay can do?
I'm aware, I just want to give warning to the other people so they don't freak out. So I wanted specifics so nobody was getting caught in the crossfire. Or are you going to come back as an ambassador and sit on the council?
He smiles when you say that and goes, "Yes, I will be the ambassador for Thay."
Oh, well then never mind. You can warn them about what you guys are going to do so there's no crossfire.
So how's the tea?
You know, considering how drab this place is, it's not the best, but it's not the worst you've had.
Okay. Urisk is not happy.
Is there bacon at the table?
Yes, there's bacon.
Ragnar's still sitting there with her arms crossed, mugging him, but noticing the bacon and every once in a while reaching over and grabbing a piece. His bacon.
Something special about bacon, man.
Bacon is amazing.
Bacon is pretty great.
Oh yeah, so I guess if you're going to be an ambassador, and I believe everyone's reached an agreement here, we just heading back?
Have you finished your breakfast?
I'm
Ragnar's
assuming.
she's gonna take the whole plate of bacon with her. It's like, oh, you at least owe me this, cunts.
Is everyone else done?
I'm assuming I ate pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm done.
While I may be an intelligent kobold, that doesn't mean I have manners.
Khan didn't bother to eat during breakfast, aside
I
from
did
what
make
you
him a
gave
plate, but
Yeah.
I don't remember if he ate. But so, yeah.
He ate a little bit of what you gave him, but he never bothered getting more. So
Right. So, yeah. Then I think we're good to go. If you're ready, we're ready. If you're not ready, we'll wait.
he will grab a napkin, pat his face down, and then stand up, and I'll go. Follow me back to the audience chambers, and I will see you out.
Yay!
Very well.
And he'll lead you guys back up there. And as you walk in to the audience chamber where you first saw Zeldra, she is still nowhere to be seen. To which he'll turn to you and go, "No, as you are aware, Tatiana Zeldra is not currently here to see you depart. But she was impressed with your meeting last night. And as such, we will officially offer our aid. I will allow you to go ahead of us before I make my way back to Waterdeep, for I have some things on my end I must iron out."
How
And
long
then
will it probably take you?
he will kind of wave in a few other Thayan wizards, and he will say, "No more than a few days, probably less."
Very well. I'll make sure Lady Lyriel is aware of your presence when you do show up. I would recommend appearing outside so you don't startle anyone.
Of course, he
I
says.
mean, let's be honest. Can anyone in Waterdeep be startled at this point? At some point, we just have to have conditioned the city to expect the worst.
Well, I wouldn't recommend a magical anomaly appearing before Lady Lyriel because, well, she might then proceed to shut it. I'm sure Thay is aware of her capabilities.
Of course, he says, and he walks towards Sabray, and it'll hold out a talisman with the symbol of Thay. "Give that to her, and let her know you will be arriving soon."
Very well.
And with that, as you are all standing in the center, the Thay wizards around you begin chanting, and some symbols will appear on the floor you're all standing on. And he will turn back to all of you and go, "It has been a pleasure."
Bye bye now. Take care. See you shortly.
Tell
And
the Thady
then
we said bye.
every time
It hurts.
the symbols on the ground light up, and all of you are transported through the teleportation ritual back to Waterdeep in the room of the castle where you all departed originally.
Oh, holy shit.
That was a interesting journey.
Oh, dude, it was great.
Oh, I'm sure you loved it.
I did. Did you see those whites? They were cool. I want to make those. I'm gonna make those. I'm gonna go make those.
Don't make those in the fucking city, Yee.
Fine. I'll make them later.
Well, let's go find Lady Lyriel now.
Yeah.
Walk out and begin the search.
I'm just gonna start looking for guards yelling, "Hello!"
I'll send Cora flying around the hallways.
Well, as soon as you leave the room, there's a guard stationed outside of the door. And you walk outside, and the guard will look over, surprised someone's leaving the room, and go, uh, uh,
What's up, my
hello.
dude? Where's the queenie?
Yeah, just gonna ignore that one.
We do
he-
need to speak to Lady Lyriel as soon as possible.
Come on, dude. It's been so long. You think I have any decorum left in my body? I can't do it.
I'll retrieve her as quickly as I can. Would you all mind waiting in the courtyard just until I figure out what's going on?
Yeah, we've
Yes,
been in
that's
that
fine.
room forever.
Like, dude, it's been days.
He turns around under his breath. He goes, I just checked the room. How did that happen? And he walks away, letting you all walk down to the courtyard.
I'm just gonna, walk down to the courtyard and assume the looking for Wallace maneuver. He shouldn't be in the castle, but if he is, I need to know about it.
Well, do something blasphemous, and I imagine he'll just show up like he usually does.
Oh, how does he always know?
Let's try that. Praise be to Null.
Khan will look down to you and go, perhaps my existence is a contributing factor.
And
Oh, he.
no offense, Con, but you're not going to stop him.
I fear you may be right.
Oh no. But yeah, no,
Mm.
your presence definitely hasn't helped. But I appreciate your presence, so we're just we stay at this mutual ground.
Uh, so Lady Lariel will come walking out into the courtyard, followed by a couple cars, and she'll go, oh, I'm sorry, I would have been more prepared. I just wasn't sure when you'd arrive again.
There's no need to apologize. We kind of barged in on you, but as you can see, we just returned, and I can only assume that things went well. We did strike a bargain with them. We are going to assist them in the capture of Rav Modar, and in return, they will be sending an emissary over here. They will be assisting us in dealing with the cult. And I will hand her the talisman.
Symbol
And
of
giving
high
us
thing.
his soul when they're done with it.
You don't need to mention that part.
Your friend is
I'm still
right. I
trying
didn't need
to
to know
summon
that part.
Wallace.
I
Now,
know.
I am I'm very pleased to hear that it all went rather well.
Yeah, the Tharkion's a wonderful lady. Really my kind of girl.
Hmm.
Don't forget
I'm
your other
not
vampire,
surprised.
Dami Mommy.
Oh man. Like I said, harem.
I was supposed to say at this point, Rachna's finished her bacon and she just throws the plate aside. Might hit somebody, I don't know. Doesn't care.
Zelda will she'll kind of go, or Lariel will just kind of go, I was under the impression that Malkavian fellow was a man.
Oh, different one.
So you know multiple vampires.
At this point, 3.
Surprisingly, yes.
And 2 of them are hot. I mean, actually, Malkavian's pretty hot too, but I'm straight.
At this point, Sabray's just going to reach down and like snatch Yi's beak closed.
Wait, she was a vampire?
What do I need
She
to roll?
was a vampire?
To be fair, I don't think Bastion actually did ever figure it out, and
Nope.
nobody mentioned it.
No. Oh.
No, Sabray, I always wonder why you're sent along with them, and somehow they always remind me why.
Yeah, they're very good at that, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're great.
Frighteningly so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to whisper in Yi's ear, stop talking, and I'm going to release the hold.
Okay.
I'll be perfectly blunt with you, Yi. You're actually quite fortunate to be in the position you are. I doubt most would be willing to put up with your talk.
You know, My entire life has been nothing but blessings, so I'm just waiting until the luck runs out.
Hopefully, it's not anytime soon.
Finger guns.
The
Debris steps on
fucking.
his tail. Just
You
digs her
said
heel right into it.
you said no talking, so I went with hand gestures.
Oh god. So Laura will go. Right. So I will try to organize a meeting as quickly as I can with the other Alliance members in Waterdeep still. In the meantime, I suppose you all should get some rest. I doubt Thay was a pleasant trip.
Most of us got some rest, but either way, we need to begin our planning.
She'll nod and be like, yeah. I'll be sure to send for you when I have everything organized. I don't know if it'll be today. It'll most likely be tomorrow.
That's fine.
Very well. Thank you again for your service, and until I call for you, I have a few things I need to take care of as well, so I will see you all tomorrow.
Very well.
Yay!
And some guards will escort you guys out of the castle. And now you're back in Waterdeep.
Okay, now the next thing we need to focus on is how are we going to get to Wrath?
I just scryed on him. I can do it again. Then we just teleport to the scry orb.
Okay, let's think about it before we do something that rash. Where could you tell where he was?
He was chilling in his room.
His
I don't know where
room
the room
where?
is. I don't
Exactly.
know.
Were there any guards? Anybody else in the room?
Nope, he was in the room by himself.
What was the decor?
Stone with desk, bed, and some more stone, and then a door, I think.
Was there any tapestries?
You know, I think there was tapestry. You know what? I think there was also a curio. Maybe a duvet. I can always get
Which was
those two
on the
mixed up.
tapestry?
Gigi, how accurate is your teleporting?
Very accurate.
Could you teleport me directly behind him?
He would definitely notice it, but yes.
Should have enough time. So, I haven't told you yet, but I did figure out what this dagger does. That coat of poison that it carries happens to be a paralytic agent.
Hmm.
So all I need is one shot on him, and I can paralyze him.
And I can hold the portal open for a good 10 minutes. You stab him, drag him back through.
Let's return to the company so I can get a change of clothes, and we can go over these specifics. Do you want? Let's have a solid plan nailed out before we proceed with this. I want to make sure that we can try to think of any variable that might get in the way of it. And obviously, this will all count on if you're able to successfully scribe of him, because from what I understand, this is the only one out of several attempts you've been able to do.
Yeah, it's gotten a bit better since my magic power has increased, but it still has a, I'd say, decent, noticeable fail chance. I'd probably guesstimate like 30% chance of failure.
Like I said, let's return to the company so I can get a change, and we can go into my office and go over the exact specifics.
Heyo.
I mean, unless there's something you all need to do beforehand.
That depends. Go to Dubu level up yet?
Yeah, level up, by the way. Thank you, everyone.
Wait.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I mean, technically I have something I want to do, but like, it's really time consuming. So like,
You know what, that's fine. We can meet later this afternoon, because
by time consuming, I mean 12 hours. So like, if you have anything else to do, we should do that first.
let's focus on this first, and then whatever. I think even you would know better. To whatever you're going to do, it better not just like the same
What?
incident with the flesh golem. Are you going to summon something?
No. Okay, well, yes, but no. What I'm doing is no form of necromancy and is not perverse. For the first time in my life.
With your birth necromancy?
Yes.
Oh, that would explain a lot.
Huh.
Put a pin on that for now. I would suggest, I don't know, go
I do have some
do
shopping to
something
do.
that's not going to take 12 hours and involve some goddamn dark ceremony or whatever you're going to do.
No!
Meet me back at the company. We'll go over the specifics.
It's an evocation spell, I promise.
Shut up. Plan is set. I will see you all later today. You know where to find me. And Sabrae's just gonna storm off. She's had enough of this shit.
Amen.
I'm gonna go to a bank.
All right.
I'll tag along
Lucky
with
for
you.
you,
I
where
have
you
nothing
guys
to say.
are, there's actually a bank pretty close by. So
Also,
So-
Bastion, let me be the first one to introduce you into the 3-digit club. Welcome.
Oh, yeah, shit, you're right. I'm gonna do that shit. Let's see, when we're gonna
When
be.
am I gonna get there?
Never.
Never.
Guys,
Never.
God.
I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
look at the 20 just to see what my health would be. 82. No. Okay.
Oh shit. That's another brutal critical.
Boom. 107.
On a side note, I can officially do the most horrifying way I know how to murder somebody.
Oh god, it's gonna take a while.
Endless nightmare cage.
Endless nightmare cage that is impossible to break out of. You have to be able to cast a 7th level spell, or you die.
Over the course of many an hour. Good torture spell.
Reminds me of the I don't know why, but it reminds me of the Bloodborne boss, the fucking dude.
Dude,
That
I'm
was
looking
my
at the spell.
nightmare cage.
That's the Crown of Stars. I was looking at that and I immediately thought of him.
Fucking prick.
Now, to do this, I would also need 3 free actions. So, it would never work in combat.
I'll
But
just
I
say
could murder
right
the
now
shit out of somebody.
for Sabrae for what we're about to do, she just got probably her best ability. She just got Ambush Master, which now gives her advantage on initiative rolls if it's an ambush. It's along with that. Becomes easier. The others to strike. Attack rolls to advantage until. Wait, hold on. Oh, I think I just have advantage on all rolls now. Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
7th level spells, baby.
Mine's kind of minor, so meh.
So, to the bank with you.
Yee.
You'll walk into a bank. It's considering the district you're in, it's a little busy, but you won't wait too long before you're able to go up to the teller. And he will look to you and go, hello. What can I do for you?
Hey! I've had these trade bars for forever that I've been trading with people, but I just like them kind of put into coin.
Of course. From what region are they from?
Baldur's.
Baldur's Gate. Very good. That will be an easy one-to-one transfer with Baldur's Gate. How many do you have?
I got 7 left.
Okay.
And do you take gems?
We could store them for you, but
Can't
trading
trade
them
them
in.
out? Okay,
No,
that's fine.
not here, I'm
I'll do
afraid.
that later.
Okay. Do you have a open account with us?
I don't know.
It's fine if you don't, if you're just trading in some gold, but if it was a common thing, I'd recommend opening an account.
I'll worry about that later. I
Alright.
like.
Are you sure it's free?
Fine, I'll do it. Peer pressure.
Wonderful, he says. I'm going. He grabs a piece of paper, marks
Do I
stuff
get a
on
debit
it,
card?
and he hands it to you. He's like, I'm gonna need you to fill those out on the paper. You can stop where that line there is, and be sure to sign here and here. We also need your initials there.
I'll start signing everything and frantically filling out the paperwork as fast as my little hands will go.
Did everyone go with him? Obviously, other than Sabre.
I did.
Like, who's?
Yeah.
You did?
Ragnar went back to the company to check on her boy, and honestly, probably once she finds him, she's probably just gonna like lean against his like big scaly belly and take a nap because she didn't have a good night's sleep.
Understandable. And Bastion?
Of course, just a leisurely stroll with them. Not special.
Needless to say, everyone sees Yi Yi frantically ready. And most people who got in line behind Yi Yi, seeing what he was doing, rolled their eyes and got into a different line.
While he's doing the paperwork, can I exchange some copper for some gold?
Yes, we could do in exchange. Do you want to open an account with us?
I don't need an account. Just
Are you sure? It's
Are you sure
free.
it's free?
Yeah, I'm sure. Because my little brother will let me use his account if I need it for something. I'm sure.
I don't even know what I need this account for.
Now that paperwork's done, would you like to open a savings?
Oh, what's the difference?
This one's your money, this one's your money, but we use it for other people.
He'll go, are you sure? With the account, you can open up a line of credit with us.
Hey, you guys have credit?
Of course.
What is credit?
I'm glad you asked. It's basically like...
No!
While he's explaining this to Bastion, I pull out 250,000 copper pieces.
I'll just
Pull out from where, your asshole?
giant dong on the desk. Can I get that exchange? So he will explain for 10 minutes what credit is. Obviously, none of the bad parts about credit, but you know.
What's the rate? What's the interest rate on the loan?
You're getting a loan
You wish?
now?
I was just like, do you wish to take out a loan with us?
Maybe. I have some expensive things coming up.
And luckily for you, we offer only with your account that you're opening, we can offer you a low interest rate of 12%.
Oh, hey, E, if the loan works the way he described it, if we die at the Well of Dragons, no big deal.
That's a loophole!
So is that a yes? Do you wish to take out a loan?
Let me exchange everything that I have, figure out how much money I have, how much I need.
So
and I'll come
7
back to
gold
you.
bars, right? Or 6?
Yeah, 7 gold bars.
You'll get 700 gold back.
And I'll be like, let me figure out how much money I need, and I'll be back.
Okay, of
just
course.
out of curiosity, how much of a loan would you give out?
It depends on how much you want, he says with a smile.
I'd be looking at maybe roughly 1,500.
We could arrange that.
All right, I'll be back.
Wonderful. All right. And you will walk out. And Risk, he will take your copper and politely explain to you you're going to have to come back tomorrow because it's going to take a minute to transfer all this over, but they will do it.
Ken has receipt.
Of course, he says. He writes you a receipt like, there you are.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, I'll completely forget where I put it.
Yes. Alright, Edie, what are you doing?
All right, now I'm gonna go find a Curio's shop. Maybe like a merchant's guild or something. I'm looking for somebody to buy a very obscure item.
All right. For something that's specific, I'm gonna have to give me a perception check while you hunt around for it.
Will it sing?
Find out
Click
next
it
time.
again.
Oof.
No! Shouldn't have clicked it again!
Yeah, no, man. You're really not finding it.
What are you looking for?
I just want to sell this map. But who's gonna buy a map of the Brass City?
I don't know. If you want me to, I can run around and ask people.
Yeah. There's absolutely nothing wrong that could come from you running around with this, with the
Alright, here,
screams of the damned
hold
on
my
your head.
helmet. I'll try and put my helmet on Yi's head.
Please tell me it's
Hey,
just like
give me a
twist.
strength check.
it's just like putting an igloo on a dog. Just completely covers him.
No, 8.
So he drops it on you, and your whole body goes.
Boom.
Alright, give me the map.
His arm is the only thing outside of the helmet, and it's just sticking straight up with a map in his hand.
Plug it out from fucking Looney Tunes cartoon. I'll be back. Meep meep.
Fucking. Khan will look down to Yi and go, "Do you require assistance?
No, I'm fine.
I'm gonna pick the helmet up and try it
Are
on.
you sure? Because
It's embarrassing. Okay.
Urisk will just pick it up and try it on.
I
Surprisingly
don't need
roomy.
anybody's help. I'm my own kobold who don't need no man.
Please tell me Yi got like stuck in it and just is now sitting on my head.
Nah,
Aw.
not quite.
I'm
that
small,
far.
but I'm not that small.
Alright, I'm gonna run up and down the street a little bit to see if I can make it whistle.
It does whistle a bit, but nowhere near to the levels that Bastion can
Oh
get
well,
it to do.
obviously. But that's cool.
Like, wow, that's really cool. Anyways, perception, Bastion.
I'm gonna have Core fly over me and use the looking through his eyes to watch where I'm going and turn the helmet around so it's facing backwards.
Nice.
Just to confuse people.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so Bastion, when you're looking around, you find a store called the Serpentine Books and Folios. And looking at it, you're like, I mean, he's trying to sell a map, so that makes sense.
Alright. I'm gonna run back and pick up Yi,
Okay.
and then I'll run back to the store. I think I found the dude.
It's right here. D10. That is where you're going. So you'll run down there, and you will run into Serpentine Books and Folios.
Oh god.
Walk in with
Hello?
the map.
Hello.
Ding ding.
A elf dude just kind of sorting through some books will look over like, huh? Oh, hello, please come in. What can I do for you?
I'm trying to sell a detailed map of the Brass City.
All right. The Brass City, the element of play five. That's a good one.
Yeah, I can take you there if you want. Do you want to go?
You might as well throw me in the ocean now.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Planar Shift.
Are you actually?
Hell yeah, dude!
All right. So how does this work?
I open up a portal to the plane of fire, using the map as a medium to show up in the Brass City. The portal will stay open for about 2 minutes.
So a portal to the elemental plane of fire will burst open in the middle of the store while books and pages get thrown around. The smell and scent of fire and sulfur just filling the room. Any books that were close to the entrance of the portal catch flame and light on fire, and the elf dude just goes, "Oh God, jeez, turn it off!"
And then I'll close the portal.
Ooh,
I'll use
Yeah.
control flames to start putting out the fires.
what's in there?
What in the bloody hell do you think you're doing?
You didn't believe me.
Of course I didn't bloody believe you. Why
Do
did
you
you
believe
go
me now?
just... Yeah, I believe you now. No doubt about that one.
Yeah, so you want to buy a map?
Let me see the map.
I'm gonna hand him over the map.
He snatches the map out of your hands.
I don't feel like he's very happy with this turn of events.
I don't know what the problem is.
I don't either.
I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is.
I got 7th level spells. I gotta use them.
Well, you may. Not all of us do. Bastion
I
has no
sure
7th
don't.
level spells.
Yeah, but he has the power of a.
He looks at the map and goes, "Well, now that I no longer doubt your magical prowess, I presume the map is legit. At least it looks legit."
Yeah, I stole it from Xanthal's tower.
Oh, Zenithos Tower? You mean the one east of here?
Yeah, ancient powerful wizard. Really loved elementals.
I'll give you 50 gold for it.
No.
I'm only
Okay.
supposed to give a counter offer.
He hands it back to you, and he goes, "Unless you're going to buy something else, please leave."
You'll give me 1,000 gold or I open up another portal in your shop.
You open up another portal in my shop, I'll call the guards on you.
I can open a portal to the elemental planes. You think I care about the guards?
Wait, I think we have a better option.
He shrugs and goes, "Well, at that point, you won't be my problem, you'll be the guards' problem."
I think there's a better option here.
Ooh, what's that?
Where's the thing? I'm going to show off and summon a guy.
Alright. You'll summon a guy, hang on.
You have to remember how this homebrew works.
This
No,
isn't
no.
homebrew.
I remember...
No, summon a guy is homebrew.
That's not.
Yes, it is. It's
You
a
sure?
homebrew from my collection.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It showed up in my thing for a wizard.
Yeah,
or
we have
warlock
content sharing on.
spell. Oh yeah. I didn't think it was.
Alright.
Y'all level one up and just blasting through your spell slots, flexing like fucking pimps.
It's a first
Yeah.
level spell.
His is a 1st level spell. Mine was a 7th level. Mine was way more obscene.
And it's also a lot more dangerous than mine.
Oh, what? Patrick's fucking planar shift portal? Yeah,
I do need a
that's-
focus from the planes, or of the plane, related to the plane. Map made for perfect usage of it.
You know... Why?
He didn't believe me.
Alright, so...
And I'm tired of people
You-
looking down on me.
You summon a guy, and a little girl will appear in the store and go, "Ooh, I don't know, Melissa.
Does she look familiar?
Melissa?" No, she does not look familiar.
Damn it.
Where am I? Who are you people?
We just need your help
Huh?
settling a dispute.
I want to go home.
How does this help, Urus?
Where is home?
The elf goes, "What did you do?"
This is the shit that attracts Wallace right here.
Excuse me, young lady. Where is home?
I I hope it's home.
What's
What
your
am I-
name?
I'm Chess.
How old are you?
I I turned 8 last year.
Oh,
So
what do your parents do? What are their names?
why did you want to know mom and pa's name?
Mm, that's a good dodge. By the way, Will, this is what this spell was entirely used for, was to summon people to force your DM to make backstories on the spot.
Why did
Good to know.
why who are you? You're a lizard. A big lizard.
No, he's a big lizard.
No, you're a big lizard.
No, he's
No.
a tiny lizard.
No, he a dragonborn. You're a big lizard.
That's just rude.
Well, aren't you a good girl?
You're
He's not that big, and I'll pick him up by his cloak.
No.
He's little.
I'm scared. I just want to go home.
All right. I'll tell you what. You can go home. I'll send you there myself. If you just sell this man this map for 1,000 gold.
While Bastion's still holding him up. Look,
Yeah.
you want to go home? Pops Knuckles. I'll send you there.
Wait, just sell this man this map for 1,000 gold, and you can go home.
Oof, but I don't. And the dude looks to all of you and goes, "Okay, this is. I don't know what you are doing here, but this is not okay. You're not going to send me the map for 1,000 gold by summoning a little girl in here from God knows where."
Hey, I
Look, she
didn't
is so
summon the little
adorable.
girl.
She is. As she stands there almost in tears. Yeah.
All right,
no.
or send her back. Send her back. I don't want to deal with crying. It's annoying.
I just want to see my paw again. Melissa!
Relax,
If
it's
she
only been
starts
I'm
like...
gonna give her
crying, I
5
swear to-
gold pieces and then send her back.
Dude, her family's fucking rich now.
I was about to say, you give her 5 gold pieces, and she's like, and as you send her back, she goes, "Sucker," and fucking disappears.
I don't care. Like, even if she was scamming, we did just
Tourist.
rip her out of her time.
You never give them money. She's just gonna spend it on drugs.
What do you think I'm gonna spend it on?
You do drugs? We've
No,
been together
but
for
I mean-
years.
Probably killing somebody. Drugs are a lot less.
I feel like I would have seen you use drugs.
No, but I probably would have ended up spending it on killing somebody, and that's probably worse
don't
than
even-
doing drugs.
I don't even know if I can use drugs.
Yo, we should get you high.
Can we? I don't know if that works.
We already got him
Don't know
high
how we
when
to
we went up in the
consume.
castle.
Anyway, I don't think this guy's gonna buy a map.
So you want to buy a
No,
map for 5,000
no.
gold?
No.
I'm still holding on to him, right? I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
gonna,
absolutely.
I'm gonna turn
100%.
around and just walk out the door.
No, please, I need to sell my map.
You know, I'll handle selling the map. I'll just run around when we're not doing anything. I'll try and sell it.
Thank you. Don't take less than 500, but shoot for 1,000.
You got it.
And
Back to
Okay.
business.
I'll let him run around, do stuff. I'm just gonna chill till Sabray needs us. Hide from Wallace. Maybe go talk to Cal.
I'm gonna go over here. I have a good feeling about this location.
Oh,
I'll follow him then.
you know, I didn't realize this, but there's a business on this here list that's called the Aurora's Realm Shop Slut Street Catalog Counter. So I'm going to be looking that up later.
That sounds like somebody who'd buy my map.
Nope. No. Well, I guess the Aurora's Realm Shops definitely sounds fucking nice, but the Slut Street Catalog Counter, I don't. Hang on, is there
What's
a
wrong with
street
Slut
called
Street?
Slut Street on here?
What's wrong with Slut Street?
Hang on, I'm looking.
Take a wild stab that perhaps it's the
Also-
red light district.
Must be. Ah, it's down here. Well, you will find the Aurora's Realm shop, and that obviously would be a big realms. That makes sense.
Ah.
So I will say on the back of it, you also see. You know what? No, Basha just sees the sign.
Ah. He'll poke his head in. Dude, hello?
There is a woman looks over, and she walks over. And is like, "Hello there. Please, you can come in.
Ah.
No need to be shy."
Do you by chance buy expensive maps?
Lydia got to him.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
100%, but the
well-
timing was perfect for that pause.
Oh yeah, it is.
I-
I will continue this conversation in just a second. I'll be right back.
That pause was too perfect, though.
Bastion sitting
As
there
she's
as
just-
the cutscene buffers.
Because if she is Slut Street and it's a red light district, you just ask her, you buy expensive maps, and this clear prostitute just staring at this innocent warforged like,
You know why I want to go here, right?
well,
Nope.
if I was making a drink in the kitchen.
How dare you?
I have a wireless headset, it's what it's for.
Yeah, just put it in your mini fridge. You make a drink here.
To be fair,
Yeah,
I
but I
wander
cut
around
my
the
out.
house because of my wireless headset too. It's nice.
Ah, fuck.
But where do you want to go?
Where the white circle is by my character.
Why do you want to go there?
What's in the white circle?
D12.
Mhm.
Thought that was going to be a D's nuts joker.
Older than that.
What's the significance?
Oh, I'm the lead singer of D12, baby.
Wow, you went. Oh, okay.
Yep.
These chicks don't even know the name of my
Oh,
band.
but I picked up a scale, so I'm gonna be monitoring my weight and working on losing some too.
Cool. Go for
Starting
it.
at 230.
Also, Will, you're in Oklahoma City now, right?
Mhm.
You work Sundays, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I work Sunday night at 10 p.m.
Because some of the jobs I was interviewing for were remote, and I was looking at moving back to Tulsa.
Ah.
So I was going to see what the possibility of in person again would be.
Mm.
Probably
We do
wouldn't be
that.
all the time, but could do
Yeah,
it
definitely not every week. Since
Like-
you know.
once a month or every other month, depending on people's schedules. It's a lot harder to schedule that shit and get it working.
If we did it earlier in the day, I might be able to just not sleep on Sundays because I work Saturday night and Sunday night.
Yeah.
But
It'd be something
always
we'd have to
Aim for
plan
different
around.
things. But that's still only a possibility of happening. So
Yeah.
But Will, what'd you get for leveling up?
mm, actually, I can read all writing now.
Ooh, so we're a perfect pair. Because I can now speak and understand all languages.
Hell yeah.
It's
I
like
cannot
all of
read
them.
them, but I can speak to people and they can understand me in all languages.
I forgot you were multi-classing, weren't you?
Yeah. I've got Eyes of
I
the
was wondering
Runekeeper.
why your spell. I forgot. I was wondering why you didn't get bigger spells.
Yeah, I got Eyes of the Runekeeper and Agonizing Blast. So my Eldritch Blasts do another 4 damage.
Also, our proficiency did go up.
Yeah.
Just so everybody.
Plus 5.
Yeah, which is
Let's
really
hear that.
great.
I'm good for Charisma saves now.
Wow, nice, dude.
But yeah, no, I literally got this because I found Summon a Guy when I was doing deep dives into homebrew on D&D Beyond.
Like, I didn't
And
think
I
we had homebrew
immediately
turned
used
on.
I
That was why it
immediately used it to I don't know how it's set up, because Dakota did actually set up this thing, and you can disallow certain things,
I think he allowed pretty much everything.
but I immediately used it to fuck with, it was either Keegan or Dakota, just because I wanted to have a spell that make them come up with a backstory of a random dude on the spot.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I really like the spell. It was a really well made one.
It's funny.
My only use of it was the best worst use it could ever be used for. They straight up died, but I did so worth it.
As the person who added it to the thing and forgot its existence, he
What?
used it because they were being hunted down by an animal that was chasing them for food.
What
Like
are
a
you talking about?
big old.
Summoning guys.
Whenever I used to summon a guy to distract like the Yeti.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Oops.
Yes.
He's super dead.
He's super very dead, man.
But when they hit 0 HP, they just end up where they were.
Honestly, it's a way of immortality for a brief moment. A second life, almost.
You get ripped out of your current life and just vanish for, a few hours, and then you
Dude,
reappear
now we're
after
just doing
dying.
isekai animes.
Alright, so... Best. A woman who is a little older, but very well defined, I will say, walks over to you and goes,
Got big old titties.
walks over to you and goes, I haven't seen anyone around you before here, so please come on in.
Yes. Do you, by chance, purchase expensive maps? I'm trying to sell one for a friend.
Persuasion.
2. There he is.
Alright, 1 second. That one. So she looks to you and goes, oh, you serious?
Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but yeah, I got a map and I need to sell it.
If you go around the corner down the street up towards the fucking I can't read it, ooh, bastards. Hang on. Up towards Fish. If you go up towards Fish Street, around the corner down the street there, you will find a shop you should be able to sell your map at.
And thank you very much. Do do you want like a gold piece or something for the information?
No.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, of course.
And then out I go.
I didn't want another yee incident.
I was waiting for it. I'm like,
Hey,
come on, Dakota.
I'm actually really
Touch
glad it was in that one.
C3PO's dick.
I mean, what could they even do to Bastion, though?
Wow,
Rub
I
his
think they'd be
crotch
very
with
confused at
sandpaper.
me.
She stuck her fingers in his plug.
Rub his crotch with sandpaper.
Ouch. All right, well, I'll go look for this so-called store on Fish Street.
Didn't she just give you directions to the place we just went to?
I would.
I was thinking that, but I was like, well, we'll find out.
So, you'll roundabout way yourself up there, and you will find the. Oh wow! I gave the extreme wrong directions. Yeah, we're just gonna call this the Gelferil trailer. Trader, sorry. Gelferil Trader. And you will walk in there, and the dude will look over you, and you're like, "Oh, hello, come in. What can I do for you?"
I've got a map that I'm trying to sell.
Ah, a map, a treasure map, perhaps. Sorry, kid,
Uh,
we've already had a few of those come through here.
I don't think it's for treasure. I think it's merely just a map of a city.
Hmm?
I think
What
they
kind of
called it
city?
like the Bronze City or some shit like that. It's like,
Hand it over here.
here you go, sir.
Oh, right. I think I've the Brass City.
Apparently in some fire plane. I don't know much about that.
Yes. Yes, this is actually quite a valuable find. In fact, I know just who would probably want something like this. I tell you what, I'll take it off your hands for 200 gold.
I was told I needed to get a minimum of 500.
And who told you that?
The man who gave me this to go sell it.
Is he a friend of yours?
Yes, his name is Yi.
Well, unfortunately, he doesn't know the value of a map like this. While definitely valuable, 500 is just too much. But I'll tell you what,
Hmm.
I will pay you 350 for it. But that's as high as I can go.
You seem pretty smart. You got a deal.
Wonderful, he says with a smile. Well, there's your gold. He'll count it out and hand it over to you. And he'll keep the map and he'll say, "Thank you very much for business. If there's anything else you may want while you're here, by all means, peruse."
What do you got?
Oh, I specialize in odd knickknacks. I am usually one of the first stops a lot of the uh, seamen come, port in, port out, that sort of thing. A lot of traders come through here,
I
so
get it.
you can find all sorts of things from most likely all over the world around you.
Look around real quick. Anything seem of interest? Perhaps a bucket?
If there's a bucket you're looking for, you will find a bucket.
I knew they sold buckets in this town. Iggy lied to me.
I didn't lie to you.
You said it was the only bucket you could find.
It was the only bucket I could find.
Sold other buckets. How much is that bucket?
um, two copper pieces.
Ah, cool. I'll put back 2 copper pieces.
Oh, well,
Go.
thank you. You're now a proud owner of that bucket.
Yes. By chance, do you know? You say you deal with a lot of people that come into port here. Are you aware of any elderly man who, in recent months, lost a bucket?
Maybe. I have sold a lot of buckets to an elderly man, but again, I have a lot of people that come through here.
I was. You don't know a specific, then that's fine. I'll look for him myself.
Oh, of course. Good luck on your search for this elderly bucket man.
And yes, thank you. And then I'll just zoom out. I'm going to the docks, and I'm looking for that old man who lost his bucket because of Yee.
Perception.
I will get this
Urisk,
man.
what were you doing?
I
Are
wanted
you
to go.
just showing with the...
Yeah, well, we went over here to explore
Ah,
and see what was there.
perfect. I guess it's fair to say you'll actually run into Bastion when he starts looking for Bucket Dude. So, Bastion,
Is there anything
you will...
interesting in D12?
So, D12, when you walk past D12, it is a tavern called the Thirsty Sailor.
I'll go and grab a drink to go, and then follow along with Bastion.
They're
If I see
pretty.
Bastion, I'll see. Bastion, anything good happen?
I was kind of going full steam, so I guess I can. I'll roll it for myself to see if I. I assume that would
Uh,
low of hearing these
Yeah,
boys
if you're
as
like,
I'm
if you
getting
don't hear me, it's just like,
because I was
slowly chase
beelining it
after you.
to the port. You will notice though as I run past, I am fully suited up in my astral armor. For reasons unknown. Also, does
Mhm.
a 18 yield me an old man?
oh yeah. So the yeah. So you're gonna blow past the, and as you're running up and down the docks looking for an old man, you will eventually run across a tipped over wagon with a single bucket kind of outside of it, and down an alleyway you see this old man just kind of curled up in a ball leaning up against the wall.
Oh no. Ye, what have you done to this man? His life is in shambles because of you. I'll
I've
go up
done
to the
nothing wrong.
man, full astral suit.
Look over.
Hello, sir.
Have you finally come to take me?
No, I was sent by your wife to
So you
return
have come.
your bucket. Her bucket.
Wait a minute. You're returning her bucket?
Yes, she said it was stolen by some small lizard man.
Let me see it.
I'll hand it over. This guy calls my bluff. I'm so upset.
He's gonna notice it's the wrong bucket.
Like, it doesn't have holes in it.
It's missing
I,
that scrape from when he fell down.
I lost this bucket so long ago. It ruined everything.
Really,
I
it wasn't that long
lost
ago.
everything.
You seem a
And
little
you bring hope back into my life.
It's what your wife was hoping for?
No,
Oh,
that bitch.
oh. Well, then maybe it was meant as a curse. Either way, she told me to bring it to you. Would Would you like help correcting your wagon?
Uh, Actually, yes. He'll
Alright,
wipe a tear from his eye and stand up.
so push his wagon back over,
Now it's a matter of
And
principle. We have to steal his bucket again.
hoping
he
to do this
will
before you
he
leave
will
for
place the bucket you gave him into the wagon and be like, it's just as I remembered all those years ago. The start of something new.
if if I may ask, if it's not imposing, what do you do?
Isn't it obvious?
No.
I carry my buckets from place to place, and I lend my buckets to those in need.
Oh, so if this strange lizard man would have just asked kindly, you probably would have lent it to him.
No,
Oh, no, not that one, but other
not
buckets?
that one, no. No, I saw too much of my wife in that bastard.
Oh. Was she also small and scaly?
She sure acted like it.
I don't I don't
I really want to know the lore of this man.
I'm just waiting for the day I cast summon a guy and it's him.
or his wife. She
He's
wasn't dead
not
at
even
all.
dead.
She just left him.
Stop telling people I'm dead.
I feel
Well,
like
I
he
mean,
left
I
her.
wish you were, bitch.
He forgot she was there and then wandered off, and then now he just assumes she's dead.
well, if you ever need anything, feel free to go by. I don't know. There's a nice town hall up that way. There's
Oh
some barracks
no.
of people I know if you might need help. There's a nice guy in there named Wallace who might help you.
Oh, Wallace. Yeah, I think I actually talked to him before.
Oh, you two have a lot in common?
Well, we both
Hatred?
hate this same little lizard bastard who stole my bucket.
Fucking good. Oh.
I've done nothing
How'd you
wrong.
make the connection of knowing it was the same one? Probably just not a lot of small lizard
I
fuckers
was
around.
complaining to him about who stole my bucket, and
Oh.
and then he immediately picked up who it was, and he said he's gonna do something about it, but I don't know.
Well, I guess good luck with your vengeance. I hope your life corrects itself. I have to go back to where I came from now.
Hey, what's your name?
Mm. Greg?
Greg. Yeah, I used to know a fellow named Greg way back.
Yeah, that's cool. I
Greg,
didn't.
if you ever need a bucket, you know where to find me. Or I'll
That's very
find
kind.
you in your darkest
That
hour.
I kind of seem threatening. You should be careful with your tone.
What?
But I'm I'm gonna go now.
I
Running out
think
of
it's
time.
gonna be canon that if Bastion dies, right before he's pulled into the afterlife, he's gonna be saved by an astral bucket scooping his soul.
This was actually just a god in disguise the whole time. God of buckets, and you
So,
slighted him.
so yeah, so you're leaving now, Bastion.
Yes, I'm just gonna dash away real
Yeah.
quick.
You'll run away, and in your wake, he stands here and goes,
Such
Oh,
a nice young lady.
and then he'll
as
turn
he
around.
sees me running away, I'm gonna use my hook to launch myself into the air so it looks like I'm flying away.
Oh.
And he'll turn around and grab his cart. So everyone else, you see Bashing soar over to the buildings.
No whistle though, because Uber
Yeah,
still
no
has my
whistle.
helmet.
And I've still got it on backwards.
For those of you exploring the dock area, it's mostly inns, taverns, and the odd shop here and there.
Do I see the guy with the bucket cart?
No,
No, he's vanished.
he's no longer there if you walk towards where Bastion was.
We knew it. He was a god.
I'm just gonna keep an eye out for him and enjoy my drink and follow Yi
I-
wherever he wants to go.
I like to think at the end of this, during the final battle with Tiamat, things aren't going your way. He's just gonna walk in and say,
Stay away from my friends.
No, what I'm expecting is Tiamat's head's gonna peek out from the portal. He's like, I told you to stay dead, you bitch! I would never loved you! Tiamat was his wife.
Oobly.
That's why she's lizardy.
And small?
Yes.
Oh, he acted small.
when you're a god, everything's small. Anyways,
Back to normal
Bash-
thing.
Bastion, you going to meet up with them?
Yes, I was gonna start heading back towards the barracks.
Ah, the barracks. Okay.
Yes.
Well, then Bastion just fucking bugs it. You two, you gonna keep hanging around the dock?
No, I'm just trying to follow him. I got nothing better to do. Bastion
Dimension door.
way!
Dimension door. Dimension door.
Bursk?
I'll send Core over to try to fly to catch up with Bastion, and wait a minute.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
Catching up won't happen, but you're gonna just book it. Hey, take it.
I was gonna yell at him like Bastion way! See if he can hear me.
Bastion.
I'm hoping
Still-
Bastion just like looks over his shoulder and sees Core flying through the air, and it's like, oh, you.
Oh, a bird.
Oh, a
Oh,
bird.
that
I am
bird.
getting kind of hungry, which is weird since I've never been hungry before.
Damn it. Probably hear him.
Yeah, you hear him.
Oh. Well, gliding through. Look back. Tuck in and do a nice somersault onto the ground, and then book it back towards them.
Han will say to Yi, he's actually learned to use that quite well.
He's like 2. He's learned everything in his life at astonishing speeds.
He's a very... This is his most formative years.
I was worried about the terrible 2s, but he's been taking them in stride.
He has gotten more sassy of late, so
Yeah.
makes sense.
Might have something to do with
His
also
role
the
model.
people who hangs out with him.
Nah, that couldn't be.
Murdery and
Gotta
I mean,
be
to be
the
fair,
one
you
of the
guys were
characters.
turning Matt into a fucking serial killer, so...
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine anyway. Hey, I sold your map.
Oh, what'd you get for it?
500 even.
Cool.
I hand you 500 gold.
Dope.
You want to see something cool?
The things we do for our
Yeah.
friends.
Grab on.
I'll grab onto him.
And then I grab a hook. And yeet us up.
Okay.
Strength saving throw for you, yeah. Roll to hit for you, Bastion, unarmed strike.
You said saving throw or check?
Saving throw.
I think Bastion
Nat
hit.
20!
Man, fucking, you've been on a roll today.
Dude,
They
and it
both nat 20
upsets me to no end. Because next session will be nothing but nat ones.
Khan will just kind of spread his wings and fly, keep up with you guys.
As we're zipping up over there, get him to position on my back so then I can wingsuit out.
Yeah, so
Right.
he's kind of doing like a stranglehold. Not that it matters for Bastion, holding on to him, but
And we
Khan will fly up next to you as you're gliding through. I'll go. He'll look to Ying, and then telepathically he'll go. Enjoying it.
Surprisingly, yeah! When I can actually hold on.
well,
It's
this
always
one's
an
not near
adventure.
fine.
I'll
I gotta
catch
do
you if
this
you
and slow
fall.
down so Urus can
Hey,
stay with us.
Urisk, we're gonna go to talk to Sabre.
Okay. I'll have Core fly up, but so that he can keep me and them in sight, and just walk along,
Nice.
enjoying my drink.
And then we hippity
To
hoppity
the Autumn
and
Company.
through.
And you'll go to the Autumn Company. And you will make it to the Autumn Company.
Ooh, exciting.
Ragna's still passed out in the courtyard.
Oh yeah, she's catching up on her Z's.
Now we roll for Wallace.
No, Wallace isn't around.
Oh, thank God. Wait, no, that's bad.
He's
No,
plotting
that's good
with
or bad.
As I say that, Khan looks over his shoulder and goes, thought I heard something.
Oh no.
Alright.
I want to summon a bunch of like necrotic energy and see if Wallace appears. Just like a ball of necrotic energy in my hands.
I'm just gonna walk right into the office. Nope, not being caught with that.
Will follow. It I guess you focus necrotic magic into the palm of your hand. And are you going inside too?
Yeah, just
All right.
looking around for Wallace.
I'm assuming the same secretary who's always there is there.
She'll look at me like, "Oh, hello, welcome."
Hello, happy to see you as always.
Oh, of course. Are you here for Sabre?
How did you possibly guess?
I'm psychic.
I knew it. But yeah. Well, you
I'll be
gotta
right
go
back,
talk
she
about
says.
murdering somebody.
Yeah, she's like, "I'll be right back. Make sure she's available." Stands up and walks off.
If she's psychic, why does she have to go check?
And she'll come back, followed by Sabre.
Well, then, are we ready to get down with it?
I prefer to get jiggy with it, but yeah.
No, we are
What?
getting down with it.
What's a jiggy?
Is it
What is the
now?
with which
Can we
are getting
clarify
down?
if it is the sickness?
Follow me to my office.
Jiggy the sickness?
We're gonna let the
Sabre-
bodies hit the floor.
Sabre will notice Urisk just has a palm of necrotic magic in her hand, in his hand.
Erisk, what are you doing?
Trying to summon Wallace.
It's been trying all morning. Where is he, by the way?
Yeah, what's Spray know?
He is still gone from his temporary leave he requested. So
He has not returned from his leave. I doubt he's even in the city at the moment, so you can stop.
Dismiss the magic ball.
Roll Arcana to see if it blows up and kills somebody.
you heard him.
I was already on my way
no.
to do it.
You're fine.
Grace is walking up to her office now.
Yeah, I'm just following behind.
All right, you guys will make your way to her office.
I love that my Arcana's a +5, even though I have 0 or +0 for my intelligence mod.
It is nice.
Okay, so let's get down to the little details. So you can teleport us directly to his location with
Like I-
near 100% accuracy.
The teleportation spell is going to be 99.99% accurate. The scrying to have a location to teleport to, I can't be for certain because I don't know exactly how good of a mage he is. But given how strong I've gotten, I'd give him like a good 30% chance to stop me. So 70% chance of success.
Well, we won't be able to proceed if we can't get past that first
And
part.
if the first part fails, technically I could just keep doing it till it works. He'd be aware of it then, but
Well, I've gotten in my armor just in case, so here's what I am thinking. If we are fortunate enough to catch him alone in a room again, that should be the time we strike. Clearly, we shouldn't strike when he's in a large group of cultists or whoever he's surrounding himself with.
yep.
And I would recommend that I take point, because I intend to stab him the second that we enter his room. But just in case, Bastion, I would like you on my left flank to, just in case he resists the dagger, do what you do best and knock him out.
I will try my hardest.
I'm planning on just sitting here on counter spell duty. He casts a spell, I counter it.
And Urisk, unlike ye, am not too aware of your magical capabilities. Is there anything else you can provide to this?
I could turn you invisible if you'd like.
Yeah, that won't be necessary.
Otherwise, I can do some damage or
I'll tell you
cause
what, Urisk,
distraction.
you'll take our back flank to make sure that if he is in the room, that a sudden noise doesn't occur and guards and other people don't come running to the door.
Will you be going through the teleporter with them, or will you be on the other side of it?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
I was planning on essentially like letting Sabre walk through, waiting like maybe 1 to 2 seconds, then walking through.
Good. Khan will mention as Yi goes through, I then follow.
Well then, Khan, I would recommend that you join Ursk in making sure that we don't have any interruptions.
And
He
on the
looks
plus
down to
side,
Yi.
And I'm gonna give him a big thumbs up of Wrath is less of a concern as far as the army behind him.
So be it.
But
and on the plus
if
side,
we
if we
can
can
make it in the
catch
next couple
Joss.
minutes, I still have my astral armor. I can hit him for more if your dagger doesn't work.
I can
From what I understand with the dagger, that even if I get him the first time and he resists, he'll have a harder time the second time. And at that close proximity, I shouldn't allow him to cast anything too significant.
And Sabray, can I just say, I'm glad you like that dagger so much.
Well, from what they told me about the dagger, it is actually quite magnificent. I'm actually looking forward to trying it out.
Alright, I guess shall we do this?
I am prepared. Oh, last thing, Bastion, you will also assist me. If it does go successfully when he is paralyzed, I will need your assistance to tie him up and gag him. We definitely want to keep his mouth shut. We can't allow him to say anything just in case. Keep his hands bound up so no gesticulations can be done for a spell. And we will then proceed immediately back to this office, where we will then make sure he has no components or items on him at the time. And then from there, we will try. I will speak of Halistra and see if there's a means of keeping him in stasis until we can hand him over to our Thayan allies.
We'll be here in a couple days. Pretty convenient.
I should be able to do most of that relatively quickly if all goes well.
Well, I have everything I need, so the question is the rest of you.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, actually,
Mm,
could I have 10 minutes?
no, my armor. I could do it again, but my armor will be up by then.
Yi, what do you need to do?
I mean, we could probably do it right now, but I technically used a big spell slot, so like I could re-get it back in 10 minutes.
Well, then, would any of you like tea?
Yes, very much so.
We'll have some tea so Yi can rest up.
Awesome. And actually, on that topic, I think this is probably a good spot for us to end it tonight. And next session, we'll start off with a bang on the whole kidnapping of Rathmodar.
I really hope Joss is there with him and it's just the two of them. Like, I don't
I don't know if
expect that,
Joss
but
is high enough up to be sharing a room with him.
I don't know, maybe they had a meeting or some shit.
Who knows?
I'm not expecting it. I'm just like, that would be
Yeah.
the universal stars aligning and everybody just parting seas.
But
yeah.
by the way, Cooter, as far as that goes, I essentially, if let's say like Sabray got a surprise round, I'd essentially be waiting enough time that the surprise round would pass before I pass through the portal
Okay.
to give you kind of like a idea of what
Yeah.
my thought was.
Yeah, that sounds good. You'll basically come in the main turn, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long enough
Yeah.
to see if she did it, and if it's going wrong, I need to be there, or just help her drag him out.
Yep. Sounds good. But yeah, we'll commence that little heist on the next